Father for the...
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleam, whose bright skies and bright stars through the perilous night, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets that were there, the bunkers singing in air, came through the night, as our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, as our spangled banner yet waved, o'er the land of the brave, and the home of the
That's for the cameras. I wish I could sing like that. I have a hard enough time speaking. This is tough. Yeah. I knew you would save me. So this is the Music Cadet Alumni Band. Take it, guys. Good, I'm being saved here. Before the Vice President comes, I would like to introduce a couple of actors. First one I would like to introduce is Paul Hitchner, who was in the end a little child. We lost one yesterday also, but luckily we found them. But the next person I'd like to introduce, of course, but now I'd like to introduce the Beach Boys, who are going to sing a few songs. Mike Love.
Welcome to Kokomo. Yeah, there are all these marks up here. You know, Chuck Norris, Mrs. Bush, Mrs. Deukmejian, Governor Deukmejian. This is exciting, huh? Yeah! You know, Bruce and I aren't prepared to do a whole lot up here because they just called us a couple of days ago and said, would you like to go and... We are geniuses, so we made up new lyrics. Hey, how's it go? Is this on, Bruce? Okay. Is it on? Okay. Okay, first of all, we'll rehearse the words, okay? I'm picking up Bush vibrations. He's the best guy to lead the nation. Okay?
Can we do that?
All right. So, what's the key, Bruce? I'm picking up Bush vibrations. He's the best guy to lead the nation. Everybody. I'm picking up Bush vibrations. He's the best guy to lead the nation.
Louder! Come on!
I'm picking up Bush vibrations. He's the best guy to lead the nation.
Louder!
I'm picking up Bush vibrations. He's the best guy. What'd you say? I'm picking up Bush vibrations. He's the best guy to lead the nation. I'm picking. That's good enough for me.
Okay.
Let's just. Oh yeah, because what about Kokomo? That's our new song. Anybody heard that? First we gotta sing. Oh, go ahead. That's all right. We president or vice president? So you just cross out the vice, you know. We can do that. Yeah. Well, East Coast girls are hip. I really dig those styles they wear. And the Southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmer's daughters, everybody clap along. We feel alright.
Let's sing the chorus now.
And the Northern girls with the way they kiss, they keep the boyfriends warm.
Now you have to sing with us.
I wish they all could be California girls.
Wish they all could be
I'm bad. Surfing USA, without a guitar, are you kidding me?
I can see the plane over
That is
there.
a heavy guitar scene. No, we can do Barbara Bush though. Ba 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 ba.
And Jared and Colombo Bush.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. What the fantastic enthusiasm. I'm not sure you're applauding me or the fact that there aren't going to be any more debates.
But no, I'm very pleased to be here, and I want to thank Mr. Spanis and everybody else who helped put together this fantastic rally. It says something. It says something about the political mood in this country, and I'm delighted to be here on the stage here. Chuck Norris, Mike, the Beach Boys, Telly Savalas, and of course with the good Duke, the West Coast Duke, our great governor of California. So here we go. Here we go, having left Los Angeles, entering the home stretch of this national presidential election, a time when we all, and it'll start with me, but it's got to be everybody, redouble our efforts. And I can promise you this, that for the next 24 days, I mean to run hard, to campaign hard, to go the extra mile, to fight hard on the issues, and I mean to win this election. So we start out now on a bus trip. You remember the slogan, take the bus and leave the driving to us. Well, we're going to take the high road and leave the pessimism and the tearing down of America to somebody else. America is on the right track and is on the move and is back at work. And yes, this campaign is about vision and a vision for our great country, and I can't think of any better place to launch us toward victory than this key state, the great state of California. It is the home of the future. Record growth, record job creation, certainly with hope and optimism, and with baseball in the spotlight, you might say we're going to score a big RBI this November. Republicans back in. We are the change. We are the change. That banner there is right. We are the change for a better America. So, I do have a job. Tried to do it the other night, but I have to spell out, and I want to do it fairly, and I want to do it factually, the profound differences between me and my opponent. And the American people, you see, have a right to know. The differences reach to the very core of the values that we hold as Americans. Values like family and faith and freedom and love of country and the future. And of these core key values, one of them is economic opportunity. And on this, I do have a major philosophical difference with the governor of Massachusetts. I don't think that the American people are taxed too little. I think that the Congress spends too much. And it's time we stop raiding the family budget and got the federal budget under control. And one of the best ways to do that is to give the president the same tool that this governor has and is used so effectively. If the Congress can't do it, give new taxes. Now, I have a fundamental, optimistic faith in America and in the American people, and there are no limits. We heard talk the other night about limits. There are no limits to what we can achieve as Americans and as a country if we set our mind to it. And I believe that if we hold the line on taxes and get this deficit down with a flexible freeze I talk about, we can keep this record expansion going until every American, and some have not yet benefited, until every American who wants a job and wants to work has a job. And that is my objective. I think of California. its great commitment to American agriculture, and I think people here know that one of the greatest dangers to continued economic expansion is the specter of protectionism. And we know that if we start closing our markets to foreigners, farmers will be the first ones to be hurt as our trading partners retaliate and foreign markets slam shut around the world. We have got to be reliable suppliers, and that means I will not do what the Democrats did and put on a grain embargo or an agricultural embargo. I want to have more markets for our agricultural products, not fewer. And I don't agree, you heard it the other night with my opponent when he talks about supply management and production controls. The Bush administration will help farmers export more, not force them to have 35 or 45 or what he called $100 billion stuffed in their mattresses. And I don't want to send an auditor army of IRS agents into every home in America. You know, it used to be a chicken in every pot that politicians would promise you. And now it's an IRS word. You know the word he used to utter proudly in the Democratic primary, talked about it all the time. Well, the L word, the L people have failed. Liberalism failed America because it lost faith in the people. And I have faith. And in the community, should be free to choose, whether it's a family member, relative, or church, or community group. And you see, I still believe that the mother and father know best what's best for the kid, and not the federal government in Washington, D.C. You know, under their proposal, the federal government, and this is true, would have to license grandmothers who are now helping out with child care. We don't need that. You know, it reminds me when you hear those liberals talk, white with foam. And he pictured clean air over the mountains and prairies and clean ocean. And that's the America that God has blessed, and that's the America that I am committed to fighting for. And so, let me sum it up. I agree with the first great Republican president and faithful friend of freedom, Abraham Lincoln, that America is indeed, and believe me, Barbara and I have been to many, many countries around the world. America is indeed the last best hope of man on earth. And I am not going to go around apologizing for our country, and I am glad that Blame America First crowd is no longer in office, because we are a moral nation, a good, decent, honorable nation, and we are the only nation committed enough to freedom and democracy to keep our defenses up, to lead and offer hope to millions of people around the world who do not have the blessings that we take for granted every day of our lives in the United States of America. I am here to say to you that if you work hard and give me your support in the waning days of this campaign, I believe that I will then be the next president of the United States, and I want to lead us to more opportunity, more offer of hope and freedom for people around the world. Thank you all, and God bless you.